Today we are doing the little Mohawk braid that we took a picture of Kinsley in a couple weeks ago. It's in a little braid in the front with a little top knot, and that day that we took a picture, we had leftover curls in Kinsley's hair, so we used those. You do this style straight, we just kind of like it with a little bit of curls. So I'm going to show you start to finish how I would do Kinsley's hair. We brushed it really well, got all the snarls out using our wet brush, and now I'm just going to curl it with my Hot Tools curling iron that I showed before. So I spray it a little bit with my Rusk hairspray. And since we don't want it super curly, I'm not going to section her hair. I'm just going to take chunks of it and put some little bit of a wave into it today. So I do the same technique when I'm curling my own hair as I do on other people. Start at the top, kind of click it down a little bit and twist and let it go. So I start right here, I do a turn and click, and then continue to do that until you get down to the ends of the hair. And if you are nervous about using like hot tools on your daughter's hair, condition of their hair, I completely understand that. We don't use curling irons that often on Kinsley's hair, maybe once a week at the most. And if you are nervous, a couple of posts back I posted a couple of links for some heat protectants. Those are great on kids also. They protect the hair a little bit, just give it a little coating so that it's not damaging to the ends. But if you don't use heat on your child's hair that much, there's not much concern. I figure with Kinsley, if I use a curling iron on it once or twice a week at the most, we never blow dry her hair, so she's barely getting any heat on those ends. So just as I do for myself, I always curl away from the face with Kinsley also. So then I take it and I will spray it a little bit with this hairspray. The nice thing about that hairspray is you can still go back through and touch it and pull those curls out. So today she just has a really wavy look to her hair. Just give it a little bit of a bend. Some pieces right here didn't get curled a ton, which is fine. They're going to go back up into the hair. So now that she has a little wave in it, I'm going to section it all off. So I'm going to take her top portion, and this is the portion I'm actually going to put the braid in. But I have to get that out of the way first so I can secure the bottom and not get that into my braid. So I section that top chunk of hair, I don't know, all the way back to the top of the head. And it's probably, on Kinsley's head, I don't know, good 3-4 inches across her head that we're going to use for the braid. So I'm going to take this part quick and get it out of my way. And I'm going to just take the hair tie and twist it off so that I can secure the rest of the hair. And then, so this is the hair you're not using. So I'm going to take this and put this in my clip. Like that. Then when I braid, I'm going to have clean lines and nothing's going to get in the way. So take that out, and here's your little mohawk section that you're gonna do your braid with. You can do either braid for this, a regular French braid or an upside down braid. We like the look of the upside down braid. That way we can pull it out and make it a little funkier looking. So take your 3 pieces, and begin your upside down braid where you are going underneath the sections of hair. Kinsley's getting a little tall. Mom's gonna need a step stool, huh, Kins? So you are just braiding that top section where you sectioned off that, left that hair on top. So braid that all the way back into the top of their head, or on yourself too. I'm going to show a picture of how I do this to myself and how I style it just a little bit differently than I do on Kinsley. And so you can wear it, or your daughter can wear it. So we got all the way to the top of our head. And what I like to do with this braid, so it's not so tight, is I pull it out again. When I say pull it out, what I'm talking about is you take the edge of your strands of hair braid, like at the edge right here, and you just pull. So it fans it out a little bit more. So on Pinterest, you see all those cool fat braids. This is what they do to them. They just are pulling those braids out. Now, if you were a kid like I was that refused to have any bumps in their ponytails and their braids, this is like going against all your instincts. But I promise, this looks better than a tighter braid. So continue to pull all that out. So now she has a nice pulled out braid. We take our hair tie. We've been really happy with the Goody thin elastics that are covered. They don't pull Kinsley's hair. So you secure it right at the top of the head, and we like to leave Kinsley's in a little top knot. You could also do this and put it into a big ponytail if you didn't want just the top knot on there. You could do it really any way that your daughter prefers it, or how you prefer it yourself. And since I like kids with like their top knot right on top and kind of fluffy, we leave it like that. And then left the other hair out that has the waves in it. I have to throw a few more in here, huh, Kens? If it's not curly enough, you can go back through and quick put a few curlier pieces in. But yeah, you can make this as big and thick as you want up there, or as big as thick as you want in your top knot. But this style is cute. It works for little kids, and I'll show how it works on myself. I personally do not like top knots right on top of my head. I just don't think they look very nice on me. So I like to secure mine a little further back, but it still has a similar look. Now we're gonna spray it. We are with Rock the Locks hairspray. This is a great company that has just reached out to us, and we're gonna be doing a fun partnership with them. And their hairsprays are great. It smells fruity fresh, and it really smells good, doesn't it, Kins? And so we'll spray it with that. And it doesn't leave the hair sticky, but gives it a nice medium hold. And that is Kinsley's hair, start to finish.